Good morning, students. Today we are going to start introduction part of exercise 5.2 and then we will solve exercise 5.2 in future videos. This introduction part is very useful, students, as it will be useful in standard 8, 9, 10 and also in future classes. So this is the base of those classes. So please pay attention, and also many of these definitions and many of this instruction will be useful to solve exercise 5.2, and if you pay attention properly then only you can solve exercise 5.2. So let us start. First is intersecting line. What is intersecting line? When two lines AB and CD, if they intersect at one point, they are called as intersecting lines. 1 and 2 both are called as intersecting lines if they are intersecting at one common point, and that common point is known as point of intersection. Let us move to parallel line. If two lines never cut each other, they will never cut each other and have no common point between them. When produced, even if it is produced further this side or that side, even this line if it is produced further or backward, they have no common point in between them. That lines are called parallel lines. Hope you are getting. Next is transversal lines. Students, this line intersects two different lines at distinct point. Distinct means at two different points. So, and at two different points, that line is called transversal line. Let us look at the definition. A line that intersects two or more lines at distinct point. Here I have shown 2.2 lines only, but if it is 3 line also, if they are intersecting, one line is intersecting two or more than 2 lines at distinct point, different points, then it is called a transversal. Here you can see Q intersects L and M at two different points. If I name it O and P, at P and O at two different points, that is called a transversal. Here you can see line L and M is intersected by Q, but here they are not intersected at different points. They are intersected only at one point. So this line Q is not a transversal. Here it is not a transversal and here it is transversal. Now moving to the next definition. Here we will see different angles and their names. By what name it is called, we will see. Angles made by a transversal lines. This line is transversal because it is intersecting two different lines at distinct point. Distinct means different points. Now angles formed by this transversal when it is meeting two different lines. How many angles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 angles are formed. Now I want to show you what are those different angles means. First is interior angles. Interior means the one which is inside. The angles which are inside, that are called interior angle. And which are they? 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are interior angles. Next is exterior angles. Exterior angle means the one which is outside that lines. And which are they? 1, 2, 7, 8. 1, 2, 7, 8 are called exterior angles. Now pairs of corresponding angles. When a transversal intersects two lines, then angle 1, skip one angle. Angle 1 and 5 are called corresponding angles. Similarly, 3 and 7 is called corresponding angles. 2 and 6 are called corresponding angles. 4 and 8 are called corresponding angles. Again I am repeating, 1 and 5, don't take 3. 1 and 5 are called corresponding angles. This angle and this angle is called corresponding angle. 3 and 7, corresponding angle. 2 and 6, corresponding angle. 4 and 8 are corresponding angles. Same way, pair of alternate interior angles. Pairs of alternate interior angles. Interior means the one which is inside. Alternate means crossing over. You can see after transversal here, it will make Z. When you see properly, it will make Z. Whether if it is making Z which is not in the English alphabet, whether if it is making Z which is in the English alphabet, they will form 3 and 6. These are called alternate interior angles. 4 and 5 are called alternate interior angles. Hope you are understanding. Now, pair of alternate exterior angles. Exterior means the one which is outside. Alternate means one from this side and opposite of that is 2 exterior angles. 7 and 2 are exterior angles, alternate exterior angles. 1 and 8 are called alternate exterior angles. Again, moving further, pair of co-interior angles. Co-interior angles, or one can say interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Let us see. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Same side of the transversal, if I am talking about the left hand side, then 3 and 5 are called co-interior angles or angles on the same side of the transversal. Similarly, 4 and 6 are also interior angle and they are on the same side of the transversal. So it is called co-interior angle. 4 and 6 are co-interior angle. 3 and 5 are called co-interior angle. Other name is interior angles on the same side of the transversal. This is on the LHS side and these two are on the RHS side. So please remember these 6 names which will be useful in further explanation also. So let us move now to the next part. Now the facts related to transversal of parallel lines. 2 parallel lines, 1 and 2, L and M are 2 parallel lines, and if a transversal is cutting them or intersecting them, if a transversal is cut, if 2 parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then each pair of corresponding angles, which are corresponding angles? 1, 5, 3, 7, 2, 6, 4, 8 are corresponding angles. These corresponding angles will be equal in measure. So if this is 75 degree, so this will also be 75 degree. Same way, if it is x degree, this will also be x degree. If 2 is y degree, then 6 will be also y degree. That means 2 will be equal to 6 and 4 will be equal to 8. Corresponding angles will be equal. But when 2 parallel lines L and M are cut by a transversal P, not always P, name will be different every time. Hope you have understood. First, like this, there are 6 facts which will be used in exercise. So please go through it carefully. Now moving to second point. Second point is, if 2 parallel lines, let us say that L and M are parallel lines. If 2 parallel lines are cut by a transversal, let us say Q is the transversal and L and M are parallel, then each pair of alternate interior angles. What is the pair of alternate interior angle? 5 and 4. will be equal. 5 and 4 are equal. So if it is 60, this will be 60. Now also 3 and 6 are also alternative. So if this is 120, this is also 120. It depends whether the two lines are parallel and it is cut by a transversal. Then only we can say that alternate interior angles are equal in measure. Hope you are understanding. Third point, again, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, let us take L and M are two parallel lines which is cut by a transversal Q, then what will happen? Each pair of co-interior angles means angles on the same side of the transversal. Other name is angle on the same side of the transversal. Angle on the same side of the transversal are supplementary. Each pair of angles are supplementary. That means if you add them, 4 plus 6, you add them, you will get 180 degree. 3 plus 5, you add them, you will get 180 degree. Are you all getting? Both of this will be 180 degree, but the condition is the two lines must be parallel and it is cut by a transversal, then only. Now the 3 points which I have discussed right now with you, the facts related to transversal of parallel, their opposite are also true. And what is their opposite? Let us see. The first one is, when a transversal, let us say this is a transversal, cuts two lines, this time instead of parallel lines they have told only lines. It is not parallel. When a transversal is cut, when a transversal cuts two lines L and M, Q cuts L and M, making such that the pair of the corresponding angles are equal, and if they are making corresponding angles equal, that is 50 is equal to 50. Let us say this, they have given 130, and this if we measure is also 130. That means 130 is equal to 130, 50 is equal to 50. Likewise, if this is 130, then this is also 130, and if this is 50, this is also 50. So if the corresponding angles are equal, then we will say that these two lines L and M will be parallel. If the corresponding angles are equal, then it will be parallel. And what was the first fact? When two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, when two lines are parallel and it is cut by a transversal, then corresponding angles will be equal. Same thing is opposite. If corresponding angles are equal, then the two lines are parallel. Hope you are understanding. Moving further, second point will be opposite of the second point, alternate interior angle point. Here you can see, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, here instead of parallel line they will give two lines. When a transversal cuts two lines, which is parallel or not we don't know, but if it cuts two lines and it makes the alternate interior angles equal, that means alternate interior angles are equal. This is 60, this is 60. Let us say this is 120 and this is 120. So these are equal. If they are equal, then we can say that the two lines which is cut by a transversal will be parallel. So here we will see angle 3 is equal to angle 6. Therefore, angle 3 is equal to angle 6. Therefore, we can say L is parallel to M. Moving to the last point, which is opposite of the third point. When a transversal cuts two lines, again two lines they have given, not parallel, we have to prove if it is parallel or not, such that the interior angles on the same sides of the transversal are 180 degree, then the lines have to be parallel. let us say that this transversal Q is cut by this transversal is cutting the two lines, whether if it is parallel or not given, but it is cutting two lines and making the co-interior angles or the angles on the same side of the transversal, some of them are 180. Here also sum of both the angles is 180. Then we can say that these two lines are parallel. See here angle 3 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree. If it is the case, then we can say that L is parallel to M. This is the sign of parallel. Hope you have understood this introductory lecture. We will meet with exercise 5.2, but I want you all to go through this introductory lecture very well, understand and remember the names of different angles formed by the transversal when it is intersected by two lines, and also learn facts related to transversal of parallel lines, and these 3 points. This will be useful for exercises, as I have told. When I am explaining exercise 5.2, if you know this, you will solve exercise very fast. Now we will meet with new video about exercise in new lecture. Till then, take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe. Bye bye.